Now to the global manhunt for the most wanted man in the world, Jihadi John, that brutal ISIS executioner. Tonight we know his face and his name, and bit by bit we're learning how he grew from a British schoolboy into a merciless killer. ABC's chief investigative correspondent Brian Ross on the case again.
New details tonight offer clues about the path from British schoolboy to jihad for Mohammed Emwazi. At the age of 11, teachers already saw a violent streak, and he told them of his love of graphic video games,
Come on,
including Duke Nukem, Time to Kill. 10 years later, as a London college student sporting an American baseball cap, Emwazi earned a degree in computer programming. And now authorities and analysts say they believe Emwazi is using those computer programming and gaming skills as part of the ISIS video propaganda team.
Will begin to slaughter your people on your streets.
Not only casting himself as the front man in the gruesome beheadings, but also working behind the scenes with a group of young men with British accents and laptops, as seen in this recruitment video, featuring yet another Briton recruit.
This is where most of the media work happens, on this little desk here.
Former hostages describe Emwazi as one of 4 especially sadistic British captors who they nicknamed the Beatles: John, George, Paul, and Ringo, who especially targeted the Americans in their custody.
We were together. We were together all the time, even when they brutalized us.
And for all of Emwazi's notoriety as Jihadi John, the former hostages say the one they called George was the true leader of the group. All 4 have been high on the U.S. airstrike target list, even before the name of Jihadi John became public. British authorities had kept Emwazi's name secret in hopes he might give away his location by trying to contact family or friends back here in London. But as of tonight, he's believed to be still alive in Syria, part of an ISIS group that continues to hold at least 15 to 20 other hostages. Tom?
ABC's Brian Ross in London. Brian, thank you. And we now know who he is, but where he is now the bigger question. ABC's chief global affairs correspondent Martha Raddatz spent the day at the Syrian border where Jihadi John is supposedly hiding. And Martha, the big question tonight, why can't we catch him?
Tom, the reason it's been so hard to try and find Jihadi John is that he doesn't use cell phones, he doesn't use satellite phones, no tracking devices. Even though he taunts the West in those videos and is so bold, he's very good at hiding. But an even bigger reason is that we have no intelligence assets on the ground in Syria. We have lots in the skies, drones, reconnaissance, and surveillance aircraft, but they can only do so much. You really need something or somebody on the ground. And yet, officials I speak to are confident that eventually they will find him.